Kentucky's biggest political event of the year is taking place this weekend. Today, speakers took to the stage for the annual Fancy Farm Picnic. Some of the main topics of discussion: the presidential race and Governor Beshear as a finalist among the candidates for the vice presidential nomination. Kentucky politicians made their case to voters ahead of the general election at the 144th Fancy Farm. Several state Republican leaders spoke at the event to endorse Donald Trump in the race for president. Former Attorney General Daniel Cameron representing the Trump campaign.
If you want peace and prosperity, if you want safe streets, if you want energy independence, if you care about the futures of your kids and your grandkids, then there's only one choice. We must elect Donald J. Trump.
Fancy Farm organizers said Harris's campaign declined to send a speaker to the event. Governor Beshear was notably absent as Harris met with her vetting team Saturday to consider Beshear among several other candidates as a possible running mate. The possibility of a Harris-Beshear ticket was a main topic among Republican speakers.
Governor Beshear said she'd be a phenomenal president. I guess that's no surprise for a guy used to having jobs served up to him on a silver platter.
Republican U.S. Congressman James Comer, who represents Kentucky's 1st congressional district, spoke on his campaign for re-election, along with his opponent, Democrat Aaron Marshall. Comer has been in the national spotlight as chair of the House Oversight Committee, which led an impeachment inquiry into President Biden and led an investigation into the president's son, Hunter.
I've led the fight against runaway spending that led to Biden inflation. I have led the fight against big pharmaceutical companies' middlemen who gouge consumers who need prescription drugs. I have led the fight to fund our overlooked waterways infrastructure, which is so vital to Kentucky farmers.
This November, I will be pro-union, pro-farm, pro-public education, and pro-choice.
Another hot topic on the ballot this year, Kentucky Amendment 2, a state constitutional amendment that would allow state funding to go to private schools.
Public education is like public safety. It is a shared responsibility, and we should not use public tax dollars to benefit the few at the expense of the many. Simply put, this is welfare for the wealthy.
It can be the freedom for every child to strive. Not just the rich kids, but every child, the voiceless, the parents that don't have anything that they can do to have a choice.
You can find a recording of all the speakers by Kentucky Entertainment Television online at KET.org. We have that link in this story at wave3.com.